Do you like basketball? Basketball 농구? I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Businessmen, and as such, we don't give away the product for free. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Jack. Oh, wait. Welcome back to the State of the League podcast, the only NBA podcast breaking down Nico Harrison getting fired. We're the only we have IP rights to it. So if you see anybody else talking about it, actually send them a cease and desist from us. Yeah,
we're taking Zach Lowe's daughter from him, and it's over for that family.
Yeah, I'll take.
Me. I'm serving myself right after this.
Thank you. Thank you, Patriot.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, a man who respects the letter of the law. I can really get behind that. I'm your host, Jack, a.k.a. joestar. With me, as always, is the world-famous Pablo Escobar. And today, we are joined by the esteemed Slightly Biased to talk all things Nico Harrison and Dallas Mavericks. Slightly, where are you at right now? Headspace, just what's going on? How you feeling?
I mean, it's been an interesting 10 months or so, but I figured this was happening. Rather, I knew it was going to happen. In the summer was going to be my expectation entering the season. 10 games in is a little bit crazy. It just sort of speaks to just how bad things have gotten to the point where there had to be some type of Band-Aid solution to fix this thing. Even if the things aren't necessarily fixed, it's just the vibes had gotten so horrible.
We need a sacrifice at this point. Someone's got to die.
Somebody has to be sacrificed, and it was Nico Harrison.
Yeah, it is just a bizarre timetable in terms of like I was on the same page as you. I thought he was going to get fired, but like if you tell me all these events, it's like, okay, he trades Luka, either immediate firing or like. Yeah, I guess this is the boiling point. I just thought the boiling point would come later. Like, I thought it would be like, maybe past the trade deadline. Probably, I was thinking like next off season, like they have a disappointing playoff run and stuff looks a little bit like, I don't know. With every day that this team assembled went on, it was like they're only getting older, they're only getting less healthy, and so there was like less and less hopium you could kind of huff with it.
And Cooper struggling, where it's like, wait a second, this guy isn't Luka. Oh shoot.
Yeah, and so I'm not surprised that he got fired, but it did surprise me that, like, I don't know, 10 games in, and now it's just kind of like. I don't really know what to expect for the rest of the year with them. Pablo, what was your reaction to it? What are you thinking about everything?
I just got upset all over again because I was like, this still isn't enough for me. I need another similar to Zach Lowe. I need his children taken away from him. I need his femur ripped out of his body and given to a dog in front of him or something. It's not enough for me.
I'm taking his kids to that restaurant in Dallas, and people are coming to me and they're saying, appreciate you, big dog. They're coming up to the window and saying, good job.
You're the dad who stepped up?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm taking his kids to that restaurant, and I'm leaving when the bill gets there. And I ordered a lot of garlic bread. So we'll see how they do
talking about the
that.
restaurant like it's Nick and Sam's. It was Twin Peaks.
Oh, it was.
Do they have garlic bread?
They've got one of those 12-page menus, so I'm sure they've got some type of bread.
You can't have that unless you have a master chef. They have to have traveled all around, like in the Bear.
True.
I bet they spent time on that boat in Copenhagen. But I hate Nico Harrison to the depths of my soul. I hate him so much. I'm getting upset over tweets reaching my For You page of Mavs, like internal Mavs fans, arguing about if you should be booing at the games or chanting "Fire Nico" at the game still. I'm like, of course keep chanting. Of course chant at the ownership. The rot goes to the top. The revolution's not over just because we got this one knucklehead out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, you think they should keep chanting?
Yes, chant "Fire Nico," chant "Fire Miriam," chant everything. Make it hell. I hate these.
I think the chants are probably only because there's been so many outspoken players now at this point, including Cooper Flag's mother, who has gone on Twitter to say that the chants are annoying and that the players hate them. So I'm like, all right, like I get where you're coming from. They're not selling the team. I'm telling you that much. And also they don't care. Like that will bounce off of them like nothing. So I don't. The moment I saw Cooper Flag's Bob's tweets, I'm like, all right, we got Nico out of here.
No, it does feel like a very kind of like medicine for people. It's like, you got this guy, we got him out. It's a big spectacle. He was, the poster boy for this whole move and everything. And I would say for the vast majority of people, like, do you feel like Mavericks fans, like the average Mavericks fan, is really locked into who Patrick Dumont is? Maybe they are more now because they like researched the Luka trade and like it forced them to kind of learn about this stuff. But like, I don't know. I feel like most NBA fans probably aren't that locked into who like the owner of the team is, or like what would need to happen for Pablo here to be satiated.
It depends how evil your owner is. That's when
true. We're getting up there in terms of that that power ranking. But I would actually agree that usually, I've been a Texas Rangers fan my whole life. I honestly couldn't tell you the name of the owner. I couldn't tell you the name of the Dallas Stars owner. I don't know, and like that's something I don't usually care about really, just because if you're a sports fan, you are sort of more on the like progressive end or something. You do have to face this moral conundrum where it's like, yes, I know the person who runs my team is. There's someone like, the person running your team like just completely fucked over 12 small business. It's like, I know. I'm like just already.
They make fossil fuel out of puppies. Did you know that? That's like, how he made all this money.
I've already accepted that probably something terrible is going on behind the scenes. But for like Mavs fans, it is a little bit different just because you had Cuban for so long, and he was one of the most outward-facing owners in all of sports. So the moment he sells the team and a new owner comes in, it's like, and then it's like, oh my God, it's Miriam Adelson? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, dude, weren't you going to run for Democratic president? I thought you were going to be like the Democratic nominee for president one time. Like, just like a crazy twist of events. But no, I mean, I would say most Mavs fans are now fully aware of who the owner is. It's funny because they all shift the blame towards Dumont, and it's like, I just think this dude's just like married into some money, and they're like, hey, you go be the face of this thing while we try to get legalized gambling here and get a casino built. But it is a hilarious ownership group, all things considered.
What is his day-to-day looking like? I can't imagine he's got like addition. What's the math quiz where like you do as many addition in a minute as you can, mad minute or whatever?
He's got like multiplication tables and stuff that he's running through every
like,
morning.
I'm going for a new record. That's what it. He's just been swindled along by Nico this whole time. Has been my impression.
Yeah, so that's so there is a reason why I have some optimism, because I do think Patrick Dumont has no clue what he's doing in terms of a basketball team. I don't think he knows much about basketball. I don't think the basketball side of things was even really important for this ownership group when they bought into it at all. But one of the things that gives me some optimism is that, and two, I mean, he brought in Rick Welts, who's one of the most respected businessmen in basketball. He brought in Gina Miller to be their PR head, who I can tell you in Dallas is like one of the more well-respected media people in Dallas. So by all accounts, they go out and he understands, at least to his credit, hey, I'm not going to sit here and try to meddle on all of this shit like you guys do it. I just want to go to games every now and then. Like, I'll just be as hands off as possible. So that does leave me some hope. And that's why the trade happened, by the way, was because they buy this team. He's in charge. They tell him, hey, Nico Harrison knows what he's doing. He's watching the team win games. So Nico Harrison's able to basically groom Patrick Dumont into wanting to Jack, I saw that clip yesterday of you saying
yeah, that one was going up. I don't know, Nico. I think we should get a second opinion on this. It's like, shh.
Yeah.
He's fat. We're getting rid of him. It's already happened. Just shut up.
That is basically what happened. And now he's learned his grave mistake. So we'll see who it is. I'm very interested. But, yeah, I just don't know if – I'm not saying Patrick Dumont's an innocent person in this whatsoever. I mean, anybody. Yeah. That's why I say I don't think he knows shit about basketball, because anybody who does would be like, whoa. You just never trade a guy like this. Like, I've been around the league long enough, or I watched the league long. You never trade a player like this. So, but it does leave me some hope that he'll at least put someone who knows what they're doing in charge.
Yeah, it's the crime of ignorance.
Word on
truly.
the street is Dennis Lindsay. Is that like well, this is the name and it's for sure going to be him, or is that just like throwing something at the wall?
Well, so Mark Stein reported that. Mark Stein is like the Dallas guy. I don't know what that looks like with the new group and stuff with Nico, because they kind of got rid of some of the old people. But Dennis Lindsay was with the Mavs, and depending on if you ask Mavs fans, the answer is every single good move Nico Harrison made was actually Dennis Lindsay. Every single bad move was actually Nico Harrison.
Okay.
So Dennis Lindsay's batting 1,000. Nico's actually batting 0.
Yeah, I want this guy hired for sure. Let's get him on the fucking team.
But also, those reports where Cuban wanted it to happen, so I don't know. Cuban, I don't know how much sway Cuban has.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like he's Cuban spent the last 18 months, it feels like, being like, I'm hands off, I'm selling the team, do this, don't do that. Like, just like stepping in the door to be like, well, you should run the team this way, but that's just what I would do if I was still in charge.
There are reports that Dumont's a little bit more receptive to stuff Cuban's saying now. So I don't know. The funniest thing I saw afterward, I saw some Mavs fans who were genuinely like, put Mark Cuban in as an interim GM. And I'm like, oh my God, we are really in the depths of hell, aren't we?
Okay.
Was he ever that? Was he like, did he control everything at any point, like early on?
Early on, yeah. Early on, he had some Matt Ishbia going. He was very hands-on.
Did it go poorly or
oh yeah, it went really poorly. He was one of the bigger like cases of new owner syndrome. I think that's kind of where that term even got coined, was Mark Cuban early on. But then it got so crazy that by the end of Donnie Nelson's tenure as GM, there were reportedly like 9 people who had like decision-making power, including Chandler Parsons.
Oh my God,
that rocks! I gotta run this by the board, and so it's just like, yeah.
Chandler Parsons and Harlem Algores, or whatever the fuck you say his name. Like, he also was a big player. Just insane stuff going on.
Oh man,
the intellectual elite. I can remember all the genius things I've heard Chandler Parsons say. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His track record. Every time he talks, my opinion goes up. I'm like, damn, this guy, he's really got it. Yeah. Okay. So I also wanted to ask you, because I'm not that locked into this. I wanted to ask you about the kid that Dumont had the man who saved Dallas or killed Nico or whoever. This child reportedly flipped off Dumont at a game, and his dad was like, "We're never going to a game unless you personally apologize to him." And
by the way, bootlicker loser dad, cut that guy out of your life as fast as possible.
Type of dad.
Jesus Christ,
seriously. So yeah, like I don't know. I can't imagine there's like a million layers to the story or anything, but it is like, I don't know. You don't hear about it happening that much. He like had like a heart-to-heart with this kid where he was like, I want to win the fans back.
Wearing a Lakers Luka jersey.
Yeah, just mogging him straight up in the middle of the Dallas arena, being like, yeah, you did fuck up. You did make everybody really sad.
But there was suspicious origins to it as well. Did you guys see the
seems
Wob
very
tweet?
Convenient. Like, it seems like a...
I will say I talked to I'm in a group chat with like a lot of the Dallas media people, and everybody swarmed. He talked to probably 9 different reporters walking back to a seat.
Nice.
But what did Wob say?
What did Wob say?
So the original tweet, he quoted it, and Wob said, "This account has no activity on their timeline between January 6, 2012 and today. This same tweet is copy and pasted 5 separate times in response to several Mavs beat writers photographing the scene." So I wonder, is this a plant? Is this a PR orchestrated move?
So I was streaming whenever this whole thing was happening. I saw it and I said, oh, Nico's getting fired very soon. I didn't think it would be the next morning, but I was like, oh, he's getting fired. That was for sure some I don't know. The story's reportedly he just goes up to him, and Dumont security team's like, yeah, you can come say sorry. So I don't know if it was a plant thing, like, hey, in the second quarter, the moment the Bucks take the lead, come down to the court side, and we will put you right here. I don't know if it was that orchestrated, but yeah, I definitely think it was a clear PR stunt to be like, all right, get the Lakers Luka jersey down here. Here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a Lakers Luka jersey here. Put this one on.
We
brought
got one.
Yeah, we got one for you. Put it on.
What if they
We'll
just
take
start
some
selling
pictures.
them in the Mavs store?
They probably make a lot of money.
They would make a lot of money, actually.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the report, it just what killed me was like the list of bullet points where like it was like
Yeah.
Patrick Dumont reportedly feels terrible and everything was Nico Harrison's fault and we're gonna make this team great again. And it's like, dude, I don't know. It literally did read like a press release almost, and so
It's all the stuff that he can't actually say. Like he can't actually. So they released a letter, like an apology letter or something. They didn't actually apologize, but it was like a letter, a statement, and they never mentioned Luka. People got pissed off by that. I don't know the full bylaws of like the CBA. I don't think they're allowed to be completely fair. Just like mention other players on other teams like that, but because people have gotten fined for shit like that in the past. But also, they're not going to because they've got the guys in the locker room that they traded Luka for. So they can't just outright go out and be like, yeah, guys, we fucked up. It was the worst trade ever made. Like, it was really shitty, and now we're making right. Because Anthony Davis can be like, wait a second, I was the guy that they traded for. Like, what the hell?
And Max Christie's lighting it up from 3.
No, Max Christie's probably like, yeah, AD, sorry, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's
dude,
what
I've been killing it. They got way more than they expected from me, but you really
have
haven't
university
been carrying
tweet.
the part.
I got the most corner threes in the league this season.
Oh, hey, that's in
Nice.
Atari Eason world. That's a big
Yeah,
accomplishment.
no, Max Christie actually has been fantastic. But no, yeah, so they like the letter is what it was. The letter was an admission of defeat and an apology. Like that's what the letter itself was, and that's what firing Nico was. They were never going to outright say it, but it's all the stuff that he couldn't say in the letter. So him just being like, yeah, and make sure you go tell the reporters that I said it was a fuck up and it wasn't me. It was 100% Nico Harrison, and I would have never have done it if I knew any better, but I was coerced. Make sure you go tell them that.
And this kid's just like slack jaw trying to remember everything. He's like, oh
Yeah.
man, I was not paying attention
This
to
kid's
the
like, I'm
first
trying
5
to
minutes.
meet my friends at the Dallas Blonde here after the game. Like, if my bitch dad leaves me alone.
My bitch dad. I just took a gummy before this. Now I'm talking to 8 reporters. Fuck.
The best
I don't
part
know.
of the news for me is that Shams is like, he's going to be fired when he goes to this meeting in the morning. It's like, I've never seen it that far in advance. Like, what do you do?
A full hour ahead of time.
Nico, don't go to the meeting.
That would be an interesting. It's like how the cease and desist thing for Sam Altman went down this past weekend. Like, if you don't go to the meeting, do you get fired? If you just hide out and don't go into work?
I'm sure he has vacation days banked up. What if he just
Yeah,
said,
that's
I'm
what
going
I'm
to take
saying.
them?
If they can't serve you the papers,
Yeah.
they can't fire you. That's what I'm hearing. I haven't had internet. I can't check my email, and so you go to like a Burger King or something, and they're just like, can you sign this real quick? Yep, you're fired. Yeah, I don't know. That was really crazy. I guess my next question, because I don't know. There's not really shit to say besides it was insane.
Well, wait. What other new information have we learned from the firing? What else has come out? Because the other thing that I don't think we knew before was that Nico valued Drew Holiday as the same as Jokic.
Oh my god!
What other stuff like that? I didn't read that full article, but slightly. What kind of new crazy Nico tidbits have we learned?
Yeah, that was a new one to me. Tim Cato wrote that article, who is a good friend of mine. But that was a little bit crazy. Now, to be fair, I was digging through the article, and I'd have to go back and look. I don't know when that list was made, so I don't know if that was pre-Jokic breakout or post-Jokic. Either way, like obviously an insane thing for a general manager to put down.
Nico's like, this Pelicans point guard, he's crazy, dude. We got to pick him up.
This is a Damian Lillard league, and this is how we shut him down.
Yeah. It does lend some credence to all the people who have been in my mentions and in my chat for the last 10 months. Like, Nico Harrison is a racist. He is a racist xenophobe. And I'm like, come on, guys, please get that shit out of here.
You could
like that
certainly.
comes out, I'm like, I don't know, man. He might hate them. He really might hate those Ichibiros.
He's got Gilbert Arenas brain.
Well, Gilbert, I think, is separate because Gilbert has he has expressed like real animosity. You could sell me on Nico just being like so Mamba mentality that it completely eradicates all like European sensibilities in terms of like a relaxed off season or like anything besides working as hard as you possibly can all the time.
I'm wondering if the next story that comes out is the Maxi Kleber inclusion in the trade actually is a reason the Mavs didn't get another pick, because he's on the phone. He's like, you have to take Maxi. And Rob Pelinka's like, I don't want Maxi, though. He's like, take him.
Damn
I got to get this guy off the team, man. You don't understand.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was crazy. The Drew Holiday shit was insane. I mean, yeah, like everything, most of the stuff we learned is just like really cemented. This was like a psychopath running the team, but then you also look at like
it's
every
just a Kobe fanboy fan fiction. It's
Yes, it
crazy.
is.
But
In
like
another life, Nico just has a Kobe stan Twitter account and is getting into it every day.
He's
with
Mambalytics.
He's 824 Mambalytics. Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, but like I don't know, it's just tough because so do you still give him like credit for all of the other shit? Because that was another thing I saw was like a real rehashing of his entire tenure as GM, which was a lot. A lot of savvy moves, snagging PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, the Lively pick. A lot of people were, praising him for and stuff. And so that was like one group was he did all of this stuff, and his legacy's been tarnished by this one, the Luka trade, which it should. Just because you got role players doesn't mean shit to me, but. Then the other camp I saw was people who really honed in on the fact that like he was miraculously dodging bullets, like the 2 firsts for Kyle Kuzma deal and things like that. And so I don't know, where do you stand in retrospect on his tenure as GM? Do you have any real thoughts on that stuff?
No, I mean, I thought that's what made the Luka trade so shocking was he had a very high approval rating in my eyes up until then, because I mean, I watched this team forever really not have any centers and put these like very one-dimensional role players next to Luka. And to Nico's credit, he saw this whole like new era of basketball is so hilarious to me, because people always be like, it's the new era of basketball where every player can do everything on the floor. Like GMs have learned that. It's like, wow, what a miraculous new discovery. Like get as many good players who do everything as possible. But
my business plan is to make $1 billion next year. So that's ideally that's what I'll be doing. Yeah.
Nobody's ever thought of this.
I'm making an app. Yeah.
I don't know what it does yet, but it'll be on the App Store.
But it's similar to Uber, not cars, but in success. That's what I'm working.
There you go. Did you guys ever try to make an app? I remember when I was 18, me and my friends sat down when they were like, "Let's make a social media app."
Oh my God!
With zero coding knowledge or anything, we were like, "Let's just spitball some ideas."
What's hilarious? I have a very clear memory. I was like 10. And I had just gotten an iPod Touch, and my dad had like a friend he worked with that did coding and stuff. And he was like, "Do you guys have any ideas for apps?" And in my 10-year-old brain, I was like, it feels like every app's already been made. How am I going to beat like Jetpack Joyride or whatever? But then looking back, I should like the meta was to just straight up copy people and like make a fake Jetpack Joyride or whatever, and then you could, I don't know, like. That was my childlike innocence. It had not seeped into my brain that we should have just fucking ripped everything off, and I probably could have made it. I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be on a beach somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you know the app that Cody Ko made that I think he sold for like $1 million or something back in the day? It was
I think so.
I think to my memory, it's like a photo app that you can put a caption on, and that was it, like the white meme letters, and that's what he made his fortune off. It was like, oh my god.
It would like you would take a picture and it would be like my face when like I pooped my pants, or like it would just generate like a stupid caption, and he made $1 million.
God, 2010's internet was just absurd.
Oh man, they were printing money. It's ridiculous.
They really were.
What was Nico's first year?
2021? Does that sound right? That might be a little too late. I think it was summer of 2021.
Okay.
Or summer of 2022.
Because I'm thinking butterfly effect. If Kobe never dies, I think Kobe loved Luka, And so I'm sure he would call him on the phone and be like, "I'm thinking about trading this fat loser slob," and Kobe would be like, "No, he has my mentality, Nico." And then he's like, "Oh shoot!"
That's actually an interesting perspective I never thought of. Is Luka still on the Mavs when Kobe Bryant did not get on the helicopter that morning?
So if you had a time machine and you had to go back and stop this trade, is that the path? Save Kobe Bryant's life? Because if you go back to like when the trade is being, what do? Like, you show up at the coffee shop where Pelinka and Nico are meeting, and like, I don't know, dress as a ghost and be like, "Don't do it," or something. I don't know what the best path would be besides that.
Maybe the best path. Oh, the best path for sure. You could have. Mark Cuban reads all of his emails. I know this for certain. The best path for sure would have been able to go back before the sell of the ownership trade. Email him. I can't tell you how. I'm from the future. They will trade Luka Doncic. I am not schizophrenic. I can bring proof.
Nice.
He reads all his emails.
Most of them, he is responding.
We got to take advantage of that. We got to get Mark Cuban on the board.
And I am planning another email where I'm gonna be like, "Hey, if you are still involved in the organization, bring me on as a liaison, please."
Is his email public?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. He serves the people, dude.
That is why the Cuban relationship with Mavs fans had always been kind of like, yes, there's some stuff. Yes, in 2018 there were some pretty horrible scandals, but this guy loves the team. Like, there's no questioning that. This guy wants them to win.
Nice.
And he cares about the fans.
I'll send him my video from last year where I said AJ Mitchell's the sleeper at the draft, and maybe I'll get hired, and maybe I'll run things.
The Mavs could actually use AJ Mitchell. That's what's funny.
Everybody could. Who couldn't? Who among us couldn't use an AJ Mitchell?
True.
Fuck. What was I about to say? Oh, well, we were
going somewhere. I forgot where before the app came up. But I honestly forgot where that direction was going.
Well, our business minds took over, and so we got to fucking lock back on the ball here. I was gonna ask. So, like the rest of the season, everybody immediately pivots to AD trade machine. Do you think that's where we're headed? And then we could also talk. I feel like we could talk about how the Mavs have played so far this year. It hasn't been super inspiring hoops, but let's focus in on. Just first, like, what do you think the rest of this year is going to look like as far as transactions and stuff go?
So if I were a consultant, which I honestly, and I'm not even trolling when I say this, I think I should be. Like, I think in some capacity I should be involved. Or if I were the GM, first thing I would say is go talk to Rich Paul, go talk to AD. Because he's contract eligible in the summer, and I'll just say, we're not giving him the max. We'll talk we'll discuss like deals. We'll pay him if he wants to stay here. That's fine with me. Honestly, it is. But if they want to get paid, give Rich Paul the opportunity to go talk to teams. Hey, will you pay us? Will you pay us? And then we can work something out and maybe trade him. Kyrie, to me, I would not trade unless Kyrie explicitly says he wants to be traded. Yeah. Just because I like Kyrie that much. I like Kyrie being on my basketball team. And he does seem... Which is crazy because the Mavs got him for so cheap because of, a bunch of different
Who even
factors.
Remembers why that happened, dude? Okay, it was freaking years ago.
Yeah, God. COVID doesn't count.
Another possible reveal of Nico being a psychopath, but it worked out.
That's true.
He's like, I don't care at all. That's Kyrie Irving.
Have you guys seen that doc? He might be correct on this one.
Yeah, dude. Okay, because you don't do your own research. You just listen to what everyone says. It's ridiculous.
Oh man,
we weren't there.
So by all accounts, from everyone I've talked to, like everyone loves Kyrie. Like like he really is the leader of the team in so many ways. So I would hold on to him if he wants to stay. But if he wanted to trade, I would go to the locker room and just be like, hey, if you guys want to trade, come line up outside my door. Like we'll talk it over. Except you, Coop. You're stuck here for at least 8 years, buddy. we'll figure it out along the way. But everyone else, please line up at my door, and we'll get to discussing your next steps with the team. That's honestly what I would do, because I mean it's just such a shit show.
Do you want him to bottom out? Big three at the top of this next draft?
Well, I don't think you come back. Are they 3-7 or 3-8? I honestly don't even know.
I think it's 3 and 7, but I can pull it up real quick.
I really don't think they're coming back from. I would feel a little bit different because the Bucks were 2-8 last year, but they're playing the garbage Eastern Conference.
They're 3 and 8. They're 3 and 8 right
3
now.
and 8. Okay, so even worse. Yeah, it would be different if I was watching the games. I was like, you know what? They're playing so well, and these shots aren't dropping, and they're doing so many good things that we'll be all right. Like, let's see where we're at at the end of Thanksgiving or Christmas time. At this point in time, they're so bad. They look so bad out there that it's just like, let Coop shoot 25 times a game, and let's just, if Coop ends up being so good that we win games off of that, then hey, that's cool with me. I don't give a shit. That's awesome. If it's bad and we're bottoming out, then great. Like, these guys are awesome in the draft. So
they showed me the frost.
Yeah,
Rainbow
that's right.
face.
Rainbow face.
I saw your cover of that. That made me laugh.
I know. Yeah, it was great. It was a great rendition.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know, like, who AD. I should have fired up the fucking trade machine myself, but I've never been.
I did.
You got
tough.
some packages, Pablo?
I do.
Okay, Cook. That's actually perfect. Let me see what you got.
Well, so first, before we get to it, we should talk about, does it make sense? Because that's immediately what everyone jumped to, and the reports make it seem like it's being considered. But so how washed is AD? I feel like immediately in 24 hours we've pushed him to like Joel Embiid territory, and I don't think he's quite there. But how much superstar level basketball does Anthony Davis have left? And I guess he is out of shape right now, but it could turn around in a year. Look at Luka.
That's different. He's hurt. Luka was fat, and it's because he wouldn't run, dude.
True,
but he was hurt at the same time. But
no, it's because he didn't want to. It's because he wasn't trying.
So I would like to think AD would have a trade market, only because he is still good. And any team trading for him, I feel like would have to be like, listen, dude, I know you want to play the 4. You're just not doing that here. Like, we'll pay you. We're cool paying you, but like, we need a commitment that you'll play the 5. I feel like that would have to be, unless there's like a handful of teams that have like a floor spacing set. Like, him and Bam actually do make a ton of sense to me. Like, if Miami wanted to just say, all right, AD could be our guy that we go after, if we just don't think we're going to get Giannis or whatever the case may be. Because his numbers when he's played the 5 with the Mavs this season have been legitimately like top 10 level. Yeah. But a team would also have to convince themselves that they could survive the 3-week stretches that he misses, 2 or 3 week stretches where he's out. The Mavericks, it's just so shitty that this has happened, because I'd say the Mavericks obviously can't survive those, but they're also missing. They've been without all of their centers for pretty much most of the season already, which is crazy because that was like the big strength of the team. And you had Dwight Powell, and you got Moussa Cisse. Like, Moussa Cisse is getting
the
real.
Cisse appearance, last night I was blown away that I saw him check into the game.
Not just checking the game, he's checking in 5 minutes into the game. Like, he's off the bench getting like 20 minutes. It's like, well, I guess we're doing this. Like, I guess we're doing the two-way guy thing again all season long. We're going to be in February. It's like Cisse can only play 6 more games before his contract's guaranteed.
Yeah,
like,
we got to get him on a legit contract now.
we're nickel and diming Cisse.
Yeah, they're going through every.
They were benching two-way guys because they literally could not play them.
Every possible. I swear it was the hardship exception for someone to start or someone to pick up Charles Bassey. I can't remember which team did that, but I always love when we find like a maybe.
I know the Pacers tried to use the hardship thing recently.
Yeah, I just love it when we find a new wrinkle in terms of ways that's who it was. Yeah. Ways we can just like add guys to the teams on fake contracts and stuff.
Last year for the Mavs that didn't exist for some reason, and it was like they will forfeit the next game if
hustle grind set exception. We're not picking anybody up because we don't run from the grind, dude.
Mac McClung recently it was like Mac McClung's first ever official NBA deal, and then it's like cut 6 days later. It's like it was fake deal the whole time. But
it's crazy.
I don't know how any of it works, but with Anthony Davis, I think the question is, because immediately people have been like, okay, Mavs don't have picks after this year, so let's trade this guy, let's get picks. But I think the question is, well, because you have Cooper, you're not relying on Anthony Davis. It's not like this is the Anthony Davis team. Let's get what we can for him. And so when you think about Anthony Davis just as Cooper flag sidekick, Cooper flag running mate, then it becomes a way different question. And so what do you think about what would it take for you to it's Anthony Davis sidekick for the next however many years versus whatever picks you could get for him. How do you feel about that comparison?
Yeah, that was one of the things in the offseason where I was like, I don't want them to blow it up because they don't own their picks past this year. So you're playing a real dangerous game where it's like, all right, let's say you end up getting the 11th pick and you get I was going to say Yargo Diamond, but he looks like Klay Thompson shooting threes out there. So I don't know. That could end up being a good pick. But like, what if you end up getting a Noah Songay type player where it's like, oh, this
chill. He just dropped 28 in his G League debut. Chill.
Hey, Ryan Nembhard had 27 and 10 last night, so he's the next Steve Nash. Some of the G League stats are just crazy.
Yeah,
Reed
last year
was
was
30s. Max had a stretch where he was averaging 30. It's like, is that league real? I have to go to a game to make sure that league actually exists.
Any NBA ready centers down there, it feels like it's literally just like Shaq a lot of times.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're just like a walking 25 and 10.
Luka Garza.
Hey, well, I mean,
the most
who did he just
practiced
fry?
man in the NBA. I don't know if you've heard.
He did the Magic. That was crazy. That was the game. I think that was the game where Bane hit the 3-pointer. That crazy Monday night. Where Luka Garza, he was giving them buckets in the third quarter. It was wild. Yeah, I'm on probably team trade AD right now. But I feel like that's just kind of like the default position for a lot of people, especially anybody who's not like invested or locked in with the Mavs super tightly. However, and I think he has some trade value. It's just it needs a pretty particular situation of like teams that are competitive, feel like they're an Anthony Davis away, feel like they can give up a substantial trade package and still survive those 3-week stretches that you're describing. And so I haven't looked around a ton at those situations. Pablo, I'm curious, what have you assembled for us today?
All right, first one, how would you guys feel about Anthony Davis and Brandon Williams for Karl Anthony Towns and Tyler Kolek? Little swap where the Knicks say, God, this idiot, he can't play defense. We need someone in here who could play defense. And then the Mavs say, well, he's younger. And then I don't know if there would be picks involved. Perhaps
I don't
on the
think the
Knicks.
Knicks have picks. They gave them all for fucking McHale, I swear.
I don't know, but they might have to throw something in, but I don't know. And also, I checked. There's in the past 3 years, there's only a 10-game difference in games played for these guys. Cat has played 10 more games than Anthony Davis, so it's kind of a similar durability situation. So, first take.
I would not like it if the Mavs did that at all. But I also don't know if the Knicks would do this, personally. I don't know, though. I mean, I feel like for the Knicks, you're clearly getting a better player.
Yeah, I agree.
But also, it's like, well, now all of a sudden you just have to fundamentally change the way you play, though, would be the thing. Because this year, they're just spacing the floor and just throwing threes up at the basket, and their offense looks very good. It's funny you say that, because Juan said, back whenever, God, who was that one insider? Every year there's one new random NBA Twitter insider who pops up with an anonymous account who like got fired from a agency scouting department and is pissed off and is saying shit. Oh, it was Dime Dropper. I remember it was the Dime Dropper off season. And Dime Dropper was like, Cat to Dallas. He's like, Cat to Dallas. And I was like, dude, if that fucking... I remember I said, if a Cat gets traded to Dallas, I will do an 8-hour live stream where I do nothing but Luka Doncic mock trades.
Oh my god!
Which funny how that all played out. But I don't want I cannot imagine Cat. I mean, it'd be interesting with the floor spacing, but I'd have to know what Knicks fans think about that one.
I don't know. I feel like to me, AD clearly the better player, and you can delude yourself into. Oh, I don't want to say delude yourself into thinking. I really don't treat the health things as equal, even though like the last 3 years the games played are so close.
You just eye test their health. Okay.
Yep, I do. I'm a body language doctor, but like for real doctor stuff. No, I don't know. I just feel like AD. First of all, how much older is AD than Cat? Is it like a lot?
He's 29. AD's 32.
Okay, and AD will be 33 by the time the playoffs roll around. I looked that up. So yeah, I just feel like you are compressing your window pretty substantially of New York. Their window's not forever anyways, but yeah, I don't know. It would intimidate me a little bit, but you do get the better player out of the deal. So how much is that worth to you, I guess, is the question. If I'm the Mavs, though, like...
I need a pick or something in that.
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm asking, would you be happy... I'm not trying to like just pivot to another good player. If you trade AD, are you trying to like jumpstart the rebuild?
Oh, see, like, okay, so let's say that trade happens. I'd immediately say, all right, who wants Cat? Like, let's try and then flip Cat for something else, like a Kenny Beecham video. Like, we're just flipping these guys, and we'll just progressively get younger until
it's
I
like
turned this penny into a mansion.
It's the reverse of that. Where I traded this house for a motorcycle. I traded this motorcycle for a TV, and then you go all the way down to like 10 paper clips.
Yes, that's what we want to do.
But how do you feel about the Brandon Williams Kolek swap?
Oh, so actually,
that's part of this trade too.
That's actually a hang. Honestly, I'm like, can you do Jaden Hardy? Is that even possible financially?
No, because Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams is like the cheapest guy on the roster.
Okay, I actually was playing around with this yesterday. They can wait until the deadline and do Exum. So there you go. You can have Exum.
Okay,
I don't want to trade Bebo.
Nice.
I don't even know if he showed up on Fanspo when I was looking at it today.
He's like not trade eligible right now, so you have to like change the settings on there or something.
Yeah.
But no, Brandon Williams is their starting point guard, and he's actually pretty good.
He's definitely better than Kolek.
Yeah, he is. But Kolek, I mean, Nico's gone now, so the Mavs are looking to meet their white boy with a little bit of swagger quota that has been depleted in the racist Nico Harrison regime.
The racist Nico Harrison regime. Oh my God, Luka's. Well, I guess Luka has swag for sure.
He does, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And Luka can read, unlike Tyler Kolek.
Okay, yeah.
What is that?
That's a college basketball meme that Tyler Kolek couldn't read. I forget why they say that, but they say that.
Okay, cool.
Like Leah Michelle can't read.
What's the next trade package?
Okay, Anthony Davis, Dwight Powell, and Brandon Williams to the Orlando Magic for Jalen Suggs, Jonathan Isaac, Wendell Carter, picks.
Ooh. You know,
Jalen
Suggs'
Suggs contract?
You know, Jalen Suggs could be healthy. He's probably one of the freaking best point guards in the entire league. You know?
Yeah,
he's literally young Alex Caruso when he's healthy.
You know, he's maybe even has star upside if he wasn't on a team with all these fucking psychopaths that just wouldn't
By
like
the way, he broke
That's
up.
kind of a
Him
fun-
and Haley Van Lith are broken up. R.I.P.
I did see that. And God, I can't believe this even popped in my brain. I feel like such a fucking loser whenever I thought it. I do follow Haley Van Lith on Instagram, and whenever I saw one of her photo dumps, I immediately went, I wonder if her and Jalen Suggs broke up.
I wonder if her and Jalen Suggs broke up.
I wonder if they're
launching.
okay.
If like,
Should I
one of
DM
my,
and check?
one of my girlfriends in real life posted like a Instagram dump like that, I'd hit up the boyfriend or maybe ex-boyfriend, be like, you guys all right? Like, that's
What happened? Yeah. The vibes were very just like, I'm finally free. I'm back.
Yes.
I'm back. Yeah. No, I wonder if Suggs and Neon were in the steam room together. And he was like,
right.
you gotta freaking dump that bitch, dude. She's so annoying.
Oh, I thought we were shipping
We
Suggs
barely
and Neon.
avoided a Kyrie, who was it, Sneeko stream last year.
Oh my God, what a disaster! I'm shocked that nothing like that. Like he has really been on his P's and Q's.
He
in
has,
Dallas.
because he was going on there, and everyone was like, please, Kyrie, please, God, don't do it. We've been doing so good.
Remember there was the moment he's like, I like some of the Nick Fuentes stuff. Or something. It was like in his tabs. It's like, no, Kyrie, no.
Oh, man. Oh, what a fucking psycho. Okay. So I mean, okay.
I don't think Orlando does that, by the way.
I don't know. It's very hard for me to gauge Orlando right now. I would say before anything this substantial happens, Mosley's fucking gone. So if that happens like next week, and then this happened at the trade deadline, and like the Magic spent the months in between being very mid, I could see it. As time goes on, do we think Suggs is certainly the guy they would structure a trade around?
So
I don't know.
So when I do watch Magic games, I do find myself thinking the big problem with them no one really talks about because they're so big is the fact their centers suck. Like Wendell has stretches where he looks god awful. So it's like AD, Franz, AD at the 5. But then who's their point guard though? Because Tyus Jones reeks.
Pablo?
Brandon Williams?
Hey, maybe.
Brandon Williams.
Yeah, Brandon Williams is part of this.
Brandon Williams, Bane, Paolo, Franz, and AD. It's not a half bad group.
I mean, I thought their group this year wasn't half bad, and it's scary now. And so I don't know what to think anymore. It's tough because you would assume this helps out the defense pretty substantially. Which has been like one of the downfalls of Orlando. It's just like I really feel like their defense has been terrible to start the year. But Suggs is also,
I don't know though. Yeah, because Suggs is like the head of that.
That's what I'm saying. He's like the engine of when they've played their best defense. It's been because Suggs has been like an all defensive level guy. So if you're selling that for a guy who incredibly talented, Davis. Not necessarily like the biggest emotional driver, I feel like, when he's on the floor. Like, he makes plays, but he's not somebody who like lights a fire under the rest of the team. And so I don't know. If I'm the Magic, how many more picks do they even have to give after the Bane thing, I wonder?
So I'm doing this if I'm the Mavs. I just not thinking about it more. I would do this 100%.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely have their 2026 first. And I think some of the picks for sure weren't theirs that they gave up for
one
Bane.
is a Phoenix pick. I know that. Magic incoming draft picks.
But yeah,
sorry,
and,
you guys.
If I'm the Magic, I probably don't do this just because I don't feel this is a big enough game changer because, like defensively, Anthony Davis. Yeah, I don't know if it certainly makes you way better. But also offensively, I think him and Paolo, and I think it's just it doesn't fix anything for them. It might complicate things even further. And so if they're gonna take a huge swing,
I feel like you would look at the Mavs offense right now and be like, what would make us different?
Yeah.
Like if we're Orlando, we make this trade. What would make us different than that horrible offense?
Orlando's looking. That's what we want to be. Is this Mavs team on offense? What a nightmare!
It would play better in
get up to 25th.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, with Magic, I feel like the next month and a half will be very important basketball for what they kind of look like, or are looking to do at the trade deadline or whatever, if they do anything. Maybe that Bane shot. It's crazy how many people I saw being like, this is the kind of shot that fixes everything. This is the kind of shot that you win 20 straight games after. It's like, it was a cool shot, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't see how that like fixes any of the problems that made the team bad so far.
I mean, they'll be so much better when Suggs is playing like 35 minutes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's at like 12, 3, and 3 with 2 steals on like 80% true shooting right now. Yeah. And his minutes restriction just fucking brutalizes them. Yeah, he is crazy. So, I mean, if I'm the Mavs, I would probably do it too. Especially, I feel like the further out those picks go, because I looked it up, they have their 2026, and then you're looking at like 29 and 31 that Orlando has. And so the further out those go, who knows with this Magic team? Like, shit could be fucked up by like 2028 for them pretty easily, I feel like. Okay, what's the next package, Pablo?
This one is a trade machine favorite, the Chicago Bulls. Call up the caveman and try and scam that idiot. And so, Anthony Davis is from Chicago. So just
Yes.
literal hometown reunion. So in destiny in the making. Anthony Davis himself, no Brandon Williams. You get to keep Brandon Williams in this one. For Vooch, Kobe, Patrick Williams, and picks.
This is probably the most common one I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is why would Chicago do this other
Because
than the
we are
caveman?
brain dead. We are brain dead. We get a hometown superstar, and they think we got off to a hot start at the beginning of the year. Now things have faltered a little bit, and we're thinking, no, we can't go back. We can't go back. We can only go forward. Let's just inject a superstar into this. And now, would Anthony Davis love to play at the pace we play? Is he the greatest fit? Does taking away a stretch five nerf a lot of what we do in the half court? Of course, but these are decisions these are thoughts made by a human, and that's not what runs the Chicago Bulls. It's a caveman in charge. So,
I mean, I would probably do that for sure, especially if picks are tacked on. I don't really give a shit about Vucci, Maine. Like on this Mavs team, I don't even know what Vucevic
stretch five.
is. Like Patrick Williams, who hasn't looked half bad this year, actually. But what is he making? $20 million
15
a year.
15. Well, that's a steal.
I think it's
My
15.
goodness.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually way better than I thought. I mean, it's still not a great contract. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, sure. I would do
Yeah.
that, I think.
I
God,
don't
it's
know.
so sad.
I
This is
would
where
do
we're at. Kobe White, Patrick Williams, and picks.
Well, hey, Bulls picks could be lucrative.
Well, honestly, though,
no,
Actually,
they
they do refuse to bottom out. So
is
Yeah,
that
it'll-
not that's not a half bad for Chicago? That's not half bad. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it depends like how many picks and stuff. But
I feel like
they
that
don't-
could be a swindling for Chicago because like Vucevic is 36 years old and expiring. Patrick Williams is terrible, at least for his contract, and Kobe White hasn't even played this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So-
if you ask Bulls Reddit, I see people all the time. This start without Kobe even playing, yeah, I think we're gonna make a deep run in the playoffs, guys.
Oh, well, that's nice because I thought it would be the opposite, where it's like coincidence. Anytime the Nets play good without Cam Thomas, it's like, yeah, you guys
Hey.
know why they played good tonight.
Hey, don't put Kobe White in those conversations. You want to the Demons playing good in Brooklyn all of a sudden when one variable changes. Funny how that works.
Every time I see a Nets tweet on a timeline, it's saying like, you want to know why they scored 120 points tonight? And I'll go look and like Cam Thomas inactive. I'm like, okay.
Great, cool. And like literally the entire roster. There's 8 guys with 4 assists. It's like crazy. Yeah, no. So for Chicago, like immediately I do worry about the pace because that's what I was gonna say. The Knicks, it's not that big of an issue, and the Magic, I mean, they're not really in position to worry about that, but. Chicago is like a fast team, and I do think any team that trades for Anthony Davis, that is one of the limiting factors, is he is not getting up and down the floor with the quickness anymore. And so now, is that something you're willing to overlook if you think you're trading for like a top 10 player? Yeah, probably. And the personnel they're giving up, absolutely, it feels like you should do this, but it just would like I do worry about how that affects like it's especially the Josh Giddey piece of everything is like what happens if you just like instantly make him, he's getting like 20% more half court possessions or whatever.
Did the Bulls say that start was real? And when we're in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Knicks, like the pace is going to be slow anyways.
Yeah,
and we need
that's
an
true.
AD.
That's smart.
Who is gonna be so? Well, the Pacers are dead this year, and so the
They're
Bucks
so
aren't that,
bad.
the Bucks aren't that fast of a team, are they? So I don't know what the Cavs are. So, but it might be a sloggy East. Like we just go even further than Nico. It's like we have a 1-year window. It's this year, and that's why we're going for Anthony Davis. Okay, next one, and this might be the most fun one.
Okay.
Anthony Davis to the Lakers
Oh,
for,
Jesus
for
Christ.
LeBron James. And,
Jesus.
and picks.
Oh shit!
Can you
Okay.
imagine? That actually would be hilarious.
So LeBron James is 40 years old, and so we don't know how much time is left. Anthony
Honestly,
Davis,
if that happened, I think there'd have to be. I think I've never been a conspiracy theorist on this, but I think at that point something would have to happen. There'd have to be some type of formal investigation.
You'd be a great role man for Luka.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think wouldn't. Okay, I'm imagining the Lakers going LeBron. Hey, we're trading you to Dallas. LeBron's like, nice. Play with my boys Kyrie and AD. Well, no, it's for AD.
It's for AD.
I don't
LeBron's
know
got
if
like a
LeBron signed off on
self-destruct button in his contract. It's like, actually, no more NBA teams play basketball this year because I don't,
We're going to Saudi Arabia.
yeah, I'm
It
actually
was
selling.
put in the contract when they restarted the bubble. He's like, we're gonna play, but I get to make us not play anytime I want. So.
I'm a one-man strike, baby. You can't do it. I don't know. It would be sick. Like in a vacuum, Luka and AD is very cool.
Yeah, that is.
But like, I mean, this would just be. I don't even know what like. I can't conceptualize anything happening to LeBron that he's not cool with anymore. Like he's that level of figure where it's like, even like the idea of backdooring him, he's got ears everywhere. He's like the is it Varys with the little birds in Game of Thrones, the bald
Little
guy?
finger.
Yeah,
eunuch.
like he's just like he's got ears everywhere, and so I mean I'd be on board with it, but yeah, I don't know. Also, if you're moving off LeBron and like you're really restructuring around Luka, I don't love being like 33-year-old come in. It would be dope to like get a little bit more youth, which it's younger than 40, but yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool though.
Do the Mavs gain anything from having LeBron?
No,
Ticket
but I'm assuming
sales.
the you just get the rest of the picks the Lakers have, and that would be that.
Yeah.
And then you could just say we basically traded Luka for picks and Max Christie. Like that's so.
You just lie about what the trade was.
Well, ideologically, we conquered them because we took LeBron away from the Lakers.
True.
You know what a moral victory that is for Dallas?
I do think. I actually wonder what the. Because I think when Nico is there, I think the idea amongst all Mavs fans is like, you never will make a deal with the Lakers again. Like, there should be an agreement where it's just like, never again do I want to see you make a deal with the Lakers unless it's some absolute swindle. And then it's like, okay, what is happening behind it? If it's like Gafford for Reeves and 2 picks, then all of a sudden it's like, all right, what the hell's actually going on? Like, this is bizarre. But now that Nico is gone, I actually think the Mavs and Lakers are like natural trade partners, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
With Gafford or PJ, who can't get traded this year, or any of the Mavs wings if they were to full fire sell.
Yeah, that's the other part. It's like they do have a lot of role players. So I'm like, yeah. Najee Marshall, that'd be sick to see him go somewhere. Derrick Jones Jr., that'd be sick to see him. Wait, he's still there, right?
No, he's on the Clips.
Oh, what the fuck am I thinking about? I don't know, but that does transition us. Oh, sorry, you go, Pablo.
Well, no, they just have. I see a lot of people throwing like everyone in their roster into the trade machine. I'm like, well, hold on. But we have a young guy. Like, it'd be nice to keep some of them. Like, do we have to trade PJ? How old is PJ? He's not that old. He's 2019 draft.
I would like to keep PJ, but I think if you're going, and by the way, he can't even get traded until the summer. So
yeah.
But if you were to go all in, PJ's someone who I think could get you some serious value. Like, I think there are teams out there, especially teams that have assets, that are like, dude, this could be our Aaron Gordon.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's like you
So,
always hear that thrown around. It's like, where do we find our Aaron Gordon? And I feel like
he was
could
the
be
Mavs Aaron Gordon. They made the finals with him as their starting 4. Like, he's
They
very
traded
good.
their Jokic. That's fucked
He's
up.
very good, and he's on a very good contract. So I would like to keep him, but if you're already fire selling, like,
Yeah.
a team offers 2 or 3 picks. One of my thing with the fire sells is I don't know how you'd have to do it. We've seen teams trade for their picks back, even when it seemed like an impossible task. Like, you got to get your 2027 pick. Like, that would be in some way, somehow.
Who has
the
it?
Hornets? The Hornets, which scares me because it's like for them, they're probably thinking we get 2 shots in 2027 probably. like
Yeah.
two
Their
legit
their
shots.
2-star players are dead, so they're not making any big swings.
Yes, LaMelo and Brandon Miller. Gun to my head, I would say no. They are not playing a basketball game tonight.
Is a gun
Probably not.
supplied by Brandon Miller, maybe.
So maybe
The next team is, well, the next trade is Anthony Davis, Brandon Williams. He's back in it.
He's this
Four.
poor Brandon Williams, just hearing his name thrown every time.
Do not buy a house, Brandon
for
Williams.
Mavs fans, we could easily replace it with Dante Exum. I know you guys are freaking out.
People listen. No, the Mavs would never do that.
This
Just
is
know in
Luka
my brain this
all
whole
over.
time I'd be like Dante Exum, not Brandon Williams.
Dante
but yes.
Exum. Yeah.
4, Rudy Gobert,
Oh,
Dante DiVincenzo, Mike Conley, picks.
Picks.
I was actually thinking about the Timberwolves. They're a hard team to trade with, though. My thing though immediately is it's like okay. Then what the fuck do we do with Gobert? Because then it's like we've got Gobert, Derek Lively, and Daniel Gafford. Like we've
Still-
already
still
tried
one
to
of the
double. At
deepest
least
center
AD, you could
rotation.
somewhat be like, yeah, he could play the 4, maybe. Like none of those guys are playing the 4.
Derek Lively power forward minutes is so funny, dude. Or
Derek Lively,
Gobert.
Gobert combo. It would be
That's
great
so
rim
fucking
protection.
nasty. Oh man. Yeah, that one's not as fun as the. It seems equally outlandish as trading like LeBron or somebody, but it's way less exciting.
Well, what about DiVincenzo? You get another good shooter.
If I'm the Timberwolves, so that got sent to me, I would really.
I don't know. It's
really
great
have
for
to think
them.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, cause like people are already very. I don't know. I feel like the writing's on the wall with Gobert a little bit. Even though he's been very good for them, it's just like he is quite expensive and he is quite old, and it feels like the team is like still a little ways away anyways. And so I don't know. I think like phone calls are probably open on him. We'll see what happens with the Ja Morant situation and shit. That's one thing I've seen it thrown around a lot in. But for this, yeah, they'd probably do it. I mean, shit.
How-
Anthony Davis, he's so good.
How
Yeah.
far? It's a no-brainer for them, but for the Mavericks, it comes down to how far away do you think a Timberwolves explosion is to where their picks would be lucrative.
I think it also would be, do I have a third team that wants Gobert? Like, would the Lakers give up?
Well,
I would
you
even
could
take the
flip
Lakers.
them or something.
The Lakers hodgepodge of their expiring deals that get tossed around all the time. Like,
give me
all right.
Connect. Send him over. Go on. You
Connect,
can have fucking
Connect Gabe
Gobert.
Vincent and Maxi Kleba. Like, let's
Nice.
get talking on a deal.
Oh,
return.
man. Yeah. Third team would be dope. Because there are some teams who like Gobert is still good, like I said, and he helps. But how much fucking money is he making this year? It is pretty crazy. Yeah, I think you're still a ways away if you're the Mavs.
I think you look, if you're the Timberwolves, you look at, my God, like Naz Reid's been so terrible. They're so much worse with Gobert off the floor. And even if you watch, it's like Gobert's clearly not who he used to be, even though he is still pretty good. So let's just like maximize the Gobert thing and turn it into AD.
Yeah. It sucks that Naz Reid's been so bad for them. Well, it doesn't
Yeah, it
suck
is.
that bad. I don't care. But like I like him individually, and so it was like it's cool. But when I look at the Wolves, I'm like, oh no, this is terrible. Do you have any other packages for us? Mr.
Yes,
Escobar?
I still have more.
Okay.
This one is cold. This one's kind of cold-blooded. So, Anthony Davis to the Warriors for Jimmy Butler and picks.
Ooh.
I've heard this one tossed around. This would be
Really?
kind of insane. I mean,
Yeah.
do we think Golden State's that ruthless?
Well, they did just get. I think we could see a run from them where they kind of take a step back and say, we are not what it looked like at the end of last season. It's
no,
in
that's
like
clear.
because like they just got stomped by the Thunder, who have been stomping everybody. I mean, the Thunder are incredible, but
I was just
Yeah.
about to say, did they look at last night's game and just be like, dude, we are far?
yeah, and I had Warriors fans on my timeline before the game being like, we match up well. Come on, guys. That's all that and like the same people circled back 4 hours later. I'm insane. I don't know what I'm talking about. And so yeah, I feel like they are definitely a team that we could see like the desperation knob crank up a little bit on them in terms of like we still have Steph. We can still do this. We can still get it done, guys. And just
Well,
like
they've
taking
been
a shot.
heavy. Going back to last year, they've been heavy in please Kevin Durant come back. He's like, no, please LeBron, please can we find a way? And it just didn't work out. So I think they've been desperately trying to take these swings because they're like, please, for the last will of Steph Curry, can we go out on a bang? So for them, I think that the calculation would be Jimmy might be kind of cooked. Have we seen? Let me see. How many shots did Jimmy take in this game?
3.
I guess that.
Bro.
Took 3 shots. Granted, they barely played. There was like so much garbage time in this game, but
Yeah.
Hey,
But
he
I
still
mean, you
scored
could
12. Hyper.
they could have played. They could have played a lot of minutes, and I feel like Jimmy Butler's not exactly shot chucking in November or whatever.
No, I know Jimmy was dealing with some injuries or whatever in the playoffs, but that would have concerned the fuck out of me if I was the Golden State team watching him go out there after Steph got hurt and just be like, nah, I'll take 7 shots tonight, guys. It's like, no, dude, you need to go out there and shoot 30 times. Like, I don't know if you understand what's happening here.
Hey, people trash Cade, but I mean, who do you want hyper efficient?
That
baby
was an
Jimmy?
awesome game.
Hey, I was gonna ask you guys about that. What do you think about well, just if we got to like garbage time potting. Are we cool? Did we like the Cade shot chucking game, or did we not like it?
Only slightly answer. We have to save it for the East.
Okay,
I like it. I like it.
hey, I can't comment, I guess, but you know.
Only because when you
fun.
watch their team, they have no other reliable ball handlers at all right now, really. So there's times where Kate's just like, all right, here we go.
It's this, or it's like Javonte Green run the pick and roll, and it's like, okay, dude, what the fuck are we doing, man?
Duran's either going to make
boy's
someone
got
look
some
like
bounce.
a 5'5" baby, or Cade Cunningham's going to shoot a shot.
Yeah.
But so if you, I don't know what picks the Warriors have, but the explosion is imminent. It's like Yosemite, but closer. But it's like we exist on a 1,000,000-year scale. That's what we're talking about. And so they're going to die soon, and those picks will be very valuable. So
I guess it
is
depends
it worth it to go out in a blaze of glory?
Holy shit, the Warriors have like all their picks.
Yeah, I think the Jimmy trade. Okay, so if I were to justify, would they be that ruthless? I think the Jimmy trade was just out of like, well, we want to do something, and this guy's here, and we don't have to pay an arm and leg. Like, this works, and let's set it up to where if we do want to go out and if KD or something, obviously that wasn't a thing, but if someone else becomes available, we can trade Jimmy Butler pretty easily. It's not a bad contract, really.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be cold-blooded, I guess, but, like, I don't really think they have that much attachment to Jimmy Butler. Like, it would just be, like, dealing with him being pissed off or whatever. But
He's already pissed off at Kuminga. He's already in the locker room mad.
I wonder, it would be, because if the Mavs, you're doing that for the picks, but it would be funny, the Jimmy dynamic in Dallas.
Just
Honestly.
on a complete... Well, I mean, do you think they'd be okay with him? Or, like, just complete dog shit team, seeing how that affects, like, Jimmy Butler's psyche?
If
Him
it were
and
just
Kyrie are
AD for Jimmy
BFFs.
straight up, I don't think that's a bad team. Honestly, I really don't. If that was like the only trade the Mavs made, and then you could be like, well, now we could just play D-Live and Coop at the 4, Jimmy and Christie and Kyrie when he comes back. It's like, that's not a half bad team, honestly.
Point guard Cooper Flag at the 4. I'll believe it when I see it, pal. I think I know what his position is.
I forgot Jimmy and Kyrie are really good friends from Team USA, and I used to be terrified that he was gonna. I was so anti Jimmy Butler Kyrie super team in Chicago. I was like, please, please, please. And then when he left, I was like, yes, I avoided it. But
You're such a psycho, dude. It's like, I avoided it, and then it's the Lonzo Bulls or whatever. It's like, dude, fuck.
I was very anti Jimmy, which now I recognize that was probably wrong. He was good enough to go to the finals, but to build around, but still. Next team, Grizzlies, Ja Morant and Brandon Clark for AD. Are you in the job business?
No, not at all. God, he looks horrible. I watched that Knicks Grizzlies game last night. He just looks he looks bad. I don't even know what's.
He's playing horrific.
I didn't watch it at all, but it was nice seeing like the ripple effects on the timeline when someone plays so bad that everyone's talking about the same thing at the same time. You know.
Well, I've watched the last probably 3 or 4 Grizzlies games. I will say I do think his effort level looks better, but he's just like bad. Like that's just where it's at now. He's just missing everything he shoots, and it's just like, oh my god. And it makes all like he's a terrible defender. So when he's missing every shot, it's like, man, this is really ugly right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm out the job business. I wouldn't do that. But also, I don't think the Grizzlies do. That's such a weird spot for the Grizzlies where it's like they like Ja Morant is still a megastar, and like Memphis, I do think is if we have like 3 or 4 bad years where no one comes to our games. Like, we are in, like, a terrible spot, I think.
We might not be here next year.
Yeah,
That kind
I
of
think
thing.
that-
I'm not going to be here next
What,
year.
Think about
what were
that.
they thinking moving there? Did they think it was going to be like a football, like SEC fan base type vibe, or what were they thinking with the NBA?
They
being
probably
like,
thought, look at the
Memphis and
local college
OKC.
basketball teams. Like, in that, like, general vicinity, there is, like, an affinity for basketball. With the, you know, you're kind of close to Kentucky and Louisville. Like, the Memphis basketball team had a rich history.
Yeah.
There's probably also like favorable taxes or something, but even with that, it seems psychotic. AD to Portland for Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, Donovan Clingan, picks.
Man, if the Mavs didn't have Gafford and Lively back, ooh, Kling Kong.
Let's just stock up on the one archetype. Let's just
Hey, and then
let's-
also Robert Williams.
Could you replace Klingon, who, by the way, 40% of his shots this year are threes? So, in theory, perfect AD partner.
Hey, 40% three-point shooter. That's what they call
no,
it.
that's not what I said. 40% of his shots have been threes. I don't know the percentages. I don't think they're good. But what are they? Oh my, they're really bad actually. Yeah, 22%.
What
Oh,
is he shooting
come
from the
on,
free
man.
throw line?
91.
So there's room to grow.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's probably
this
taking
is a
like
stretch
4.
five waiting to happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He was 59 last year for the free throw line, so I'm thinking
He
we're in
was
a bit of a
pretty
fluky
bad in
stretch,
college
maybe.
too.
Oh
But-
man.
Could you replace Kling Kong with one of their young guards or wings or something?
I don't know salary wise. But who would you want? Scoot? Or Shaden?
I would take a shot at Scoot. I bet, but would they do that? Would they just be like, guys, Scoot's not it? Like, and we can get AD. And we're
Probably.
kind of
I mean,
better. Like, honestly, we made the Drew trade. Drew's like insane right now.
Yeah. Mhm.
And you have Lillard next year.
Yeah, that's true. Dame's coming back. Like, we're actually kind of better than we thought. If that would have to be them being like, we don't think Scoot's good. Like, it's not like we're selling for the future. It's just like we actually don't think there's a future with Scoot.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if we have any proof that he is good yet. Like
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, if that's what the deal came down to, is like it's getting caught up on Scoot Henderson. I'm probably doing it just because there's like so little evidence that Scoot becomes even like a high level rotation guy at this point. And yeah, I don't know. Like you just don't let top 10, top 15 players go because of shit like that. It just feels like that's not a good idea, or that's not something good teams do, I guess.
Oh,
That's
now
just
that I'm
funny for
remembering-
Portland fans.
I
Like, think about
think Scoot can be swapped out for Robert Williams in this trade. So
right.
let's just say that Jeremy Grant, Scoot, and Klingan.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Okay. I think I'd probably do that if on the Mavs. I'm trying to
Hey,
think of
Grant's
Portland.
good now.
Yeah,
Grant's-
that's true.
Jeremy Grant's good now.
He has been very good this year. How funny would it be going back like 2 years to Portland Trailblazers fans and being like, hey, guys, in a few years, your team will be Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard's back, and you have Drew Holiday. They'd be like, what the fuck was this rebuild?
And an elite defense.
Yes, and actually you're good. Like all of that to say you're a good team. Oh, and Chauncey Billups is in prison.
What?
That's a literally dream scenario.
You go far
Like, I
enough
would've been
back
doing
in time,
backflips.
you're like, Damian Lillard's back. And they're like, where did he go? Wait, what's going on?
He did not go to Miami. You do not have Jovic.
That would have been sick. You get the Dame package from Miami, and then he just goes back to Portland
Yeah.
right after. It's just an injection of talent.
But yeah, Portland would be like, hey, we get a defensive monster to spearhead our elite defense. But also, they do love to run up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're one of the pace teams.
Yeah, I don't think they would do this just because I just think what's the point of speeding up your window if you're them?
I guess it just meant it depends on. I think it's possible they look at Klingon and they're like, he is very good, but he's oft injured already, and what kind of ceiling are we looking at? Like, he could be very good, but it is like just a very traditional center, very traditional like drop rim protector for the most part. So I think that it could be a selling point for them and to just jumpstart this. And you look at it, be like, hey, next year, AD, Drew, Damian Lillard, and Tumani, and whoever else we retain.
Yeah, because I guess they have pretty much all their own picks, right? I mean, I don't remember what year pick.
Oh, the Bulls have theirs this year. If it's outside the lottery.
Okay, so there's not really a tanking incentive for. I was just about to say they're not bad enough to be like bottoming out, anyways.
Yeah, I don't think they will be unless things really fall apart. I don't know.
Yeah.
We have two more.
All right.
This is another epic one. Anthony Davis to the Spurs. Devin Vassell, Stephon Castle, Harrison Barnes. Cash in now on the Stephon Castle hype.
I don't know. This is saying that Castle's at his peak value right now. Slightly, is that how you feel about Stephon Castle?
I'd have to get a pick, I think. I like Stephon Castle, but
involved.
I'm not as bullish as that guy's the next guy next to Cooper Flag, but I don't think the Spurs do this. This was the one all offseason where it's like, if I were to trade AD in the offseason, I was like, the only thing I would do is if the Spurs were like, you know what, we just went over and saw Wemby training. Like, he's top 5 player this year. We can win. Let's number 2 for AD. I'd be like, yep, send it in. Send whatever shit contracts you want to in return. I don't care. We'll pay everybody. We'll pay your whole roster bill if you want us to. For the number 2 pick. Can you imagine that? Coop and Harper?
Yeah. That's what I thought the Bucks should have done. But
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how into that the Spurs would have been.
I don't know. I feel obviously they're more into it if it's Giannis than if it's AD.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think they're probably still kind of into it if you're coming at him with Anthony Davis. I don't know. I need to see a little bit more of like their actual team building decisions besides just like what they do with young players to kind of get a grasp on like where they think they're at right now. I don't know how competitive they think they are right now, I guess, is how I feel.
It could be them being like, hey, we did this with Fox, different player obviously, but it's like really good player who we didn't have to give up too much for.
Yeah.
Like, we could do it for AD and then still, in theory, have a good amount of stuff to trade if, like, a Giannis thing actually became possible.
Pablo, are you happy with Harper? Do you think Harper is, like, the guy next to Wemby, and so you're glad they didn't do anything like this?
Well, glad they didn't do anything like what?
Like, trade the number 2 pick for Anthony Davis.
Well, in the offseason, I was banging the drum for trade number 2 pick for Giannis, sign Kevin Durant, super team. That's what I was into, and I swear it was possible. Or wait, was Kevin Durant a free agent or was he traded?
He was traded. It was the Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks thing.
Yes, and I was capitalized on Stephon Castle hype,
okay.
and go and get Kevin Durant. But so I would definitely do this trade if I'm them because I'm lower on Stephon Castle. And Devin Vassell, I love Devin Vassell, but he just hasn't proven enough for me. And then Harrison Barnes, what's his name? The Falcon? His nickname?
Yep.
They call him Mr. 100% on the broadcast. Every time he touches the ball, they call him that, I swear.
Come home, Harrison Barnes. Come home.
Yeah. It's the
Black Falcon. The Black Falcon is his
the
nickname.
Black Falcon. Nice.
But yeah, the Mavericks are like Israel for Harrison Barnes. It's his homeland, his destined place.
Yeah.
So, I think it just comes down to if the Mavs were, well, the picks, you'd be like, well, I'm betting on against Wemby. That might be a little tough. It would come down to Castle, and so ultimately,
Or you know what? They have a Mavs pick,
Okay.
they do. What pick?
like
Alright.
a 2030 swap or something like that. So you just say, "Give us that back."
Give us
Give us
that
that
bad boy
back.
back.
Yeah,
Then
that
you
would
can
help.
start to. You could weasel your way into having most of your picks. I think. If you did something like that, and then you figured out a way to get your 27 pick back from Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm excited to see with teams that are trading for their picks back now, but like don't have all of them. I am excited to see like the gap years kind of where it's like you do get to tank a couple and then it's like, oh fuck, we never picked this one up, and so it's like we're gonna win 28 games, but we're
Let's
not
get some
getting
1 year
shit.
deals out there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. All right,
That
what's
trade
this?
actually has me excited because now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I think it does kind of make sense for both sides. Like, I can see the Spurs being like, Wemby AD, we could win
I'd
the finals
love-
this
I'd
year.
love
It would be
to see
so
that.
sick, dude.
Like
Oh
we could
my
win the finals
God.
this season if we thought that was with Fox back and I do think Harper's that guy, by the way. So
I think Harper's great. I like
yes,
him a lot.
He's fantastic. If I'm the Spurs, he is the one guard that is not leaving my team. Like
Yeah.
Castle and Fox, there are trades that Harper's here with Wemby long term.
Yeah. And Sohan also. He's not going anywhere, baby.
I think, but then I'm thinking Castle. Like, I don't necessarily believe Castle's going to be like a star or anything. But then I'm like, Castle is a nice fit next to Coop, though.
Yeah.
It gives you some nice defensive identity and.
And it's culture fit because he's the ultimate winner, just like Cooper.
That's right.
Final trade, much different set of personalities involved.
Okay.
Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, for Zion Williamson, DeJounte Murray, pick.
Evil ass trade package.
Evil trade.
Pelicans picks. All right. I mean, that's all I need to hear, really.
Yummy. Send them
I'm on
over.
board. I'm on board, and we can just handle the Zion experience.
That would be. I feel like that's the first time we've said Klay Thompson's name this entire podcast.
Oh, I think I will guarantee you, Klay Thompson is not on the Dallas Mavericks. I would even go as far as saying the next month and a half, but for sure by the deadline.
he would be in that when you're saying line up if you want to trade. He would be like he would sprint across the room. He'd use the last of his knee cartilage to get first in line.
And I weirdly think he'd have. I mean, his contract's not too bad. I think there are teams that'd be like, we'll give you an expiring in like a couple seconds.
I think it's
We need
like
some shooting.
16 mil.
Yeah, 16 million this year, 17 next year. Like that's not bad.
It was close. Yeah, I think the Mavs. They definitely do this because Pelicans picks. I mean, and so this really to me, this is like how insane is Dumont? Sort of like he does not give a fuck about these picks. He's like, we got Queen, we got my guy. I'm done with the rebuild. We're literally going right now.
Hey,
And he's the type of guy to be like, Anthony Davis and Klay Thompson on my team. It's literally the same as it would be if I did this in 2019. This is going to be epic.
Yeah.
Queen's been pretty good.
I'm
Honestly.
saying if we remove all of the context around acquiring Derek Queen, he's so dope. Like it's sick. And so like just whenever
Queen and
that
Fears is a good rookie class.
yeah, whenever it kind of like Akira, and then it like flashes into my brain that like that pick's going to Atlanta, I'm like, oh man. But yeah, he's been cool. He's been better defensively than a lot of people expected and stuff. And so
Yeah, that's gonna be the shitty thing, where it's gonna be like you basically traded Cameron Boozer for Derek Queen.
for Derek Queen, the standard he's held to for the rest of it, because like he's pretty cool. Could have Darren Peterson. We got first.
I'm surprised you did have a Clipper. See, I think it'd be like Clippers, Heat, Suns, like these teams that are just like, we have no future anyways. Like let's.
The Clippers are interesting when you say
it was much harder for like money wise to make it work.
Yeah.
On Zach Lowe's show, he was like, "Hey, AD Kawhi swap."
I was gonna say it feels like the Clippers they're not paying anyone else. Like it's him and
Kawhi.
Harden. I don't even know where the rest of their money's going.
Well, could they, like, what's John Collins making? Could you not just like cobble together some contracts? Or is that even with the apron stuff even possible?
Well, the thing is, AD makes $53 million, and then Kawhi makes the same, and then Harden makes the same. And then, so if you don't want to trade either of those guys, it's a bunch of much lower contracts, and you would need to be. It was way tougher.
Yeah.
And I don't think they would give up Zubats for AD. Maybe
They'd
they
try
would.
not to.
I did see Zach Lowe's Hero and Rozier, whatever other contracts.
Yeah, he brought up Heat on the podcast, but I couldn't. I was messing around with it, but admittedly, I was like, this is nasty. I don't care about this enough, so I quit halfway through.
I think that one is probably one of the likelier ones, I would have to say, because it kind of fits what Miami. I think it tracks from Miami that they would be into something like this.
Yeah,
and Bam and AD is a very good fit. That is a fantastic
rough
fit.
Offensively, though, no.
Well, Bam can shoot now, dickhead.
That's true. Bam shoot 14 threes a game.
I forgot he's the leading 3-point maker at center in the NBA.
Percentage, don't look it up.
They are the speed team. Oh, shoot, but AD's going to have to get in shape. He's going to have to
That's true.
Get his
Pat
pass
Riley
those
won't
tests.
stand for that, yeah.
I guess the question is, I could see it being we like Tyler Hero, but do we want to pay him?
Yeah.
I actually would have fired them. I think Tyler Hero is great. But if they think, we don't really want to, we can upgrade to AD, we'd rather do that.
Yeah. The problem is I feel like every time we hear reports from Miami, it's them being fucking, delusional about it's Hero's 80% of AD or something.
Yeah.
So we really shouldn't have to give up that much else. And it's
Oh, you think you're getting Jockey Jonas and AD trade? Kill yourself. You don't know.
yourself.
Don't lose my freaking number.
I'm
more.
hanging up now. Don't call me
Pele
again.
Larson? You're crazy. It's we just went through your whole roster. There's no one?
There's no one
guy's the
else.
next
You
one.
wouldn't give up Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier will be back. We've spoken to the White House. He will be
And
pardoned.
he's hungry. You better believe.
Scary
Well,
Terry's
they're
coming.
also why the fuck would we trade for AD? Giannis will be here next summer.
Yeah, it's all that shit.
He will be on the team.
Oh man. All right. Do you have any other packages, Pablo?
No, that's it.
Well, this has been fun. Hour and a half. Hey, that's usually longer than we go on Wednesdays. Slightly. Thanks for coming on. Are you happy that Nico's gone?
Yeah, I am. Just because the vibes were so terrible. It was just time to pull the plug. I mean, I've never seen a fan just a negative energy from a fan base like this is just insane. So it was time. Now I do hope that the fans at the game, just because the negative energy at games was so overwhelming that you could literally see it wear on the players. I hope now it's just all right, look, if you want to boycott ownership, which I will never tell you don't do not go to the fucking games, please.
Guys,
I'm
keep
you're
chanting.
you're not making a difference. If you're
Bring
going
a
to the games,
bullhorn,
chanting.
guys. Shout it to the rooftop at the
You're not
game.
selling, and you're paying money to go to games. You are literally not helping in any way, shape, or form.
And you're
But
just
also,
straight
hey,
up oh, you
Cooper
go. Sorry.
Flag's been hooping a little bit.
Hey, that's what I was getting. That Bucks game, we all saw that there should have been an and one over Giannis, but the refs they
Should've.
hate him. They don't want to give him
They
the
actually
whistle.
do hate him. They really do. But also there are some very interesting numbers. Flag when he plays with a point guard, his numbers are very good.
Oh, that's shocking.
Yeah.
18-year-old who
Brandon
can't
Williams.
dribble when they don't ask him to fucking facilitate the offense the whole time.
Well, then the
Wow.
dumbest shit's dude, he's getting guarded by Asar Thompson. Can we get a ball handler out here? Asar Thompson, I was going through the games. I was he got guarded by Asar, he got guarded by Min, he got guarded by Lou Dort, he got guarded by Steph Castle.
This guy can't score on Tumani. It sucks. I'm never watching
Yeah.
this guy again.
Well, then he did get stood up by CJ McCollum. That was delete that footage right now. He had a 3-play stretch.
That's a savvy vet, dude. Come on,
True.
man. He's been around. He knows tricks.
I
Um,
did
per
see a
75
play.
stats with Brandon Williams: 23.5 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds, 60% true shooting.
Get him out of the trade packages.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
Guys,
Mavs fans listening, just replace him with Exum.
yeah,
Exum
just
can
every
go.
time you heard Williams, just put Exum in there.
I did have a moment though in the Bucks game where he moved out of the way when Giannis went up to dunk, and I was like, Should I thought you were number one pick. I thought you were one of the greatest
Well, he
defensive
did get dunked
prospects
on
Not a
twice
winner.
in the
of a
game,
generation.
So
Yeah.
he did get dunked on twice. We don't need the footage out there. I get where
That's
he's going.
fine. It's freaking Giannis, dude. That's all he can do. You know, we got to give
True.
him that.
Running dunk man.
All right. Do you have any stuff you want to plug before we sign off here?
YouTube.com/slightlybiased. Twitter bias slightly. That's it, really.
All right. We'll put it in the freaking description. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. And David Robinson, take it away.
Basketball is an endurance race. Whoever's got something left to give in the fourth quarter wins. Up tempo means I'm going to run you into the ground.